are appealing today to try and get some movement on repairing the damage that has been done, as well as stopping the flood to our properties. And several of my neighbors are also here, which you will get to meet them too. Beaver Brook becomes a raging river with the storms. It has been that way since it's been overdeveloped. The town of Harrison put in that park, buried in a swampland. Mamaroneck High School put in a parking lot covering more swampland. And since those projects have happened and since the permits were given for them, our properties flood even more. So we're in a situation now where the soil erosion is so bad that my drain pipes are above ground. The cement foundation for the deck stairs has sunken so much because of soil erosion that the stairs have fallen off. The force of the water was so great that it tore the shingles off the garage in several areas, as well as flooded the garage. You stand there and watch your property be destroyed, something that you've worked for 30 years is being washed down, being washed away. So that is certainly a very insecure feeling.
Well, I've lived on Stony Brook for just over 20 years now. My husband has lived in our house all his life, over 50 years. Things just keep getting worse. We keep getting worried. We try to mitigate on our own. We have big booms now that we put out. We try to make steps higher, not keep anything in the basement anymore, except we still have things down there like washer, dryer, electrical panel, things that have to get replaced after storms. And it gets very expensive to keep replacing things. It is emotional. It's a tough, my husband's a volunteer fireman here, so he's usually out on the fire truck helping people. One time I called him, I need help, the water's coming in, and he was on the fire truck. And I know that the other part of Mamaroneck floods really bad. The stories and the pictures I see, and the water going up into their first floor, sometimes almost to the second floor. But you're trying to get this area fixed too so that we don't flood. So we flood, maybe not as bad as they do, but we still flood. I mean, to have it go almost 5 feet in your basement and have to have everything replaced every time, it's difficult too.
Behind me, we have a house that they can't live on the first floor at all. We see the water go over the Boston Post Road, create traffic issues. It's only going to get worse. We're the bottom of the watershed, seeing all the construction that's going on. Not that much down here at the bottom, but we know White Plains obviously is going to be building multiple houses on an abandoned golf course. Concerned about development in Harrison, concerned about St. Vincent's Hospital possibly being developed. There needs to be more management of the water that's coming downstream, because obviously it's impacting us in ways we didn't anticipate.
I just feel a great empathy for my neighbors, because I know what it's like to live with anxiety every time you have heavy rain. I know what it's like, the uncertainty. You're wondering, should I move things up from the basement? Many times we did move things up from the basement. Sometimes we flooded, sometimes we didn't. But it's just really no way to live. And so I hope that the Village of Mamaroneck will, I know that they are working on it, but I hope that they will not leave this area out of their project with the Army Corps and any other mitigation, because it is just devastating and it's very anxiety producing. So
we are really reaching out and trying to get somebody to do something to stop this flooding.